Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an Amazon fashion haul to share with you. I found some new finds that I'm curious to see how they're gonna end up because you just never know with Amazon. But I also pulled some of my tried and true favorites for spring and summer as well to kind of re-review, re-share, and update as well. So a little bit of a combo of old and new pieces in today's video, so I hope you enjoy. I also wanted to go ahead and mention two sales. Amazon is conveniently doing a spring Prime Day sale essentially. So I did go through my recent orders and purchases to see what was included, and I saved everything to a folder in my storefront. So I'll link that down below if you're wondering what my personal recommendations would be. There's a little bit of everything in there from home, beauty, fashion, all the good stuff. I will also be posting a little Amazon giveaway over the weekend on Instagram, so I wanted to give you a heads up on that. And if there are any other really good sale alerts as we head into the weekend, I usually round those up in the description box as well. I know Nordstrom Beauty is 15% off right now, so if you only get 10% off at Sephora, their sale starts next week, then the Nordstrom 15% off is obviously better. So I will link some of my favorites down below, but enough chitter chatter. Let's jump in. Although I did want to say I'm actually filming this the same day that the video is going up, and I feel like that's kind of fun because this is pretty much as live as it gets on YouTube. So hello, hope you are having a good Thursday. First up, I wanted to reshare this blue gingham dress. I have had this for 2 years and it's still one of my favorite dresses. It sort of has that look of a nap style dress from Hill House. It's definitely not the same material. It's a little bit more of a synthetic, thicker material, but what's great about it is it's pretty wrinkle free and it's a very durable fabric. It looks just like I pulled it out of the box. It has pockets. I love the thick straps. It would hide a regular bra if you want to wear one with it. And I just live in these types of dresses during spring and summer. I love to wear them around the house to feel more put together, but they're also just go-tos running out to dinner with the family. I've even worn them traveling because they're so comfortable. I'm 5'5" for height reference. I always put my sizing details, if you want to reference that, down in the description box. And then I just paired it with these little wavy comfy sandals from Target. Also a really great find. They brought these back from last year. Next up is this midi dress, and I thought this one would be a fun little resort wear option. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Farm Rio with the coloring. I love the little rickrack detail and the sleeves. The rickrack does stop right up until the smocking on the side. I'm also not gonna lie, the fabric on this could definitely be better. This feels like just straight poly, a little bit thinner. I would definitely keep it neutral underneath or even wear a slip under. Like, I'm not seeing any light coming through, but if it was like a bright sunny day, I don't know if I would trust it. And then again, that rickrack detail is on the bottom. I feel like that detail really kind of makes the dress. I just paired it with a white sandal. Shape-wise, I'm not the biggest fan of empire waistlines, but this one does hang nicely and is very kind of comfortable. I don't feel like it's giving me the illusion of a bump like a lot of empire waist dresses tend to do. And I know this one comes in a lot of different fun color options and prints to choose from. Next up is a comfy and absolutely adorable athleisure set. This pink just had me at hello. It is just so happy. It's very much like bubblegum pink. I'm wearing a size small. The top has like a bigger, looser fit, and the shorts have a little bit of a closer fit. So they do fit narrow through the leg. So if you do want them to be a little roomier, I would size up, but they're high-waisted. So you do have some flexibility on the length if you want to wear them a little bit lower. This drawstring is actually like really nice and thick. It's not like dinky. You know how like Amazon can be sometimes where it's just like, come on now. I haven't watched The Bachelor, but that's where that totally came from. I saw it on TikTok and thought it was hilarious when this runner-up said that. But yeah, I haven't watched The Bachelor in forever, but I do just see what happens on social media, I guess. It has sort of a faux kangaroo pocket. These are pockets, but it's not connected to the other side. So it's two individual pockets. The fabric is super soft. It reminds me of the YPB or even like Lululemon. I have like similar sweatshirts to this like soft feel. And I love finding good athleisure sets on Amazon. I think they have some really great options. This color is just perfect for spring. If you need like some little transitioning sets, this one is super cute. I just paired it with some sneakers. So this dress is actually from Free People, but it is currently sold out in this color, but there is an identical option. It looks identical on Amazon, and I wanted to share it because this is by far one of my most complimented dresses every single time I wear it. Someone always like asks where it's from, or they just comment on how it's like a really pretty dress. It's also just so comfortable. I wear it all the time. Last time I wore it with just some white sneakers, and I met my friend for a little like lunch and shopping, and she could not get over how many people were commenting on this dress. She was like, I'm just like chopped liver over here. Also dressed it up. I wore it in like Jackson with some white Western boots. I love the flower embroidery, and this dress is what made me fall in love with the color yellow. It's just so pretty and so feminine. It's nice that it has full sleeves, so for that transitioning type of weather, if it's a little bit chillier, this is one of the few like comfy dresses like this that have a little bit more of a sleeve length in my wardrobe. And they do make this in a lot of different color combinations. I just know this yellow one is sold out. So I'll also link the Free People option too if you want to check both out. Next up is this sage romper. It actually looks very much like a dress because of how flowy and that pleated look in the shorts. It's lined, has pockets. Love the ruching on the top. I did add this little stretchy belt from Target. Has a really conservative fit in the top. The sleeves, this would be cute for a little vacay look. I don't wear rompers a ton anymore. In college, I feel like that's when rompers like surged, but they definitely have a purpose. For example, like if it's gonna be super windy, you don't want to wear shorts like if you're going somewhere around the beach, or like I just remember Charleston being super windy. That way you have like the protection of the shorts. Also, like if you're gonna go bike riding or something like that, but you wanna look cute and put together, this would be a great option for that. So you're not showing the world your bootay. I finished off the look tying in the belt with this little cutie bag from Target. And then these sandals, I'm not sure, I'll have to like hunt for these because I've had these for a couple of years, but I just love them for summer. Next up are some linen blend pants, which I think are a wardrobe staple this time of year and into the summer season. I fell in love with this color. The sky blue is gorgeous. They do have multiple color options in these. Wearing a small, they are pretty like wide leg and roomy and casual. Linen pants are definitely a staple in my wardrobe. This pair has a thicker smocked waistband and then a little pleat detail in the front. I am 5'5" for height reference, and they're almost like a tad long, but they're not hitting the ground, and I'm wearing a sandal with them. You do have, again, wiggle room with how stretchy this waistband is if you want it to be a little bit higher if you're shorter, or if you want to wear them lower if you're taller. You definitely have that option. I'm gonna get back to the outfits, but I did want to share one of my spring sale purchases. We've had a Dyson for about 10 years and it stopped working, so I just looked for something I could get quick that was affordable. This one is on sale. It was under $200, and I am so disturbed by how much it picked up. Like, what? This thing has so much suction. It doesn't roll as easily as the Dyson, but I guess that's because it's too busy like suctioning to the ground and getting everything up. So if you need a vacuum, I was pretty pleased with this one. I put it together as well as soon as it came. Didn't feel like waiting for Tim, and it was just snap, 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 3 pieces and good to go. Amazon did me dirty with this one. It did not look this long on the model, and if we are gonna be doing like a polo, a collar on top, we're gonna be doing this. We can't be doing this. Like, we need to show some leg. Like, this is so long and frumpy. This is a small. Next up is this pink eyelet dress. I also ordered this really beautiful blue option. It's a little bit different. It doesn't have the waist definition here, but I think it's getting delivered today. So I'll have to share that one over on Instagram. But I'm wearing a size small if you need an affordable Easter dress, or if you're someone that's gonna be shopping last minute in a couple of weeks, this one will probably show up in time. It's lined, it's very flattering, and the length is also great for church or even work this summer. The top is also lined through here, which is nice, and then it has this open V, and then the sleeve is open on the side. This is another dress that I have owned for over 2 years and I continually reach for. It is so comfy. I love Swiss dot detail. It's just so pretty and feminine. This one is on the thinner side. It's lined, but I would still keep it neutral underneath. You can see the lining stops just below the knee. And this one would be petite friendly. I wear this one a lot around the house, just as like a comfy work from home option when I'm wanting to feel more put together. I have also styled this with like Western boots because I love like that girly Western combo. I have had this jumpsuit for over a year now, and I wanted to reshare it because it has been such a great little casual set. I love the color. They do have multiple color options available. I'm wearing a small. Has just a button here at the top. You can easily step into it. I love the waist accentuation here, and I have a short torso and it fits me very comfortably. Like it's not like an awkward crotch height, which can happen pretty often on Amazon, I have found. Has some nice pockets. I'm 5'5" for height reference and can easily wear it with flats, and it keeps its shape really well. It doesn't stretch out as you wear it throughout the day and like cause a saggy butt or anything like that. And this material is really soft. It's definitely similar in line for like a look for less to Air Essentials from Spanx. Next up is this ruffled top. It has little collar detail, functional buttons that kind of blend in with the top. I thought this would be a nice like summer work blouse that you could also dress down for the weekend. It has a very flowy sleeve. It's like open on the bottom. This top does run big. I feel like I could have easily sized down, especially with how like loose it's fitting in the shoulders. The buttons are functional. I paired it casually with my favorite white jeans. I'm wearing a 28 in these, and then a cute little pearl flat. If you can't get away with wearing jeans, I think this would be a cute little work outfit. I will have everything linked down below. If you want to see more Amazon here on my channel, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on Sunday with a very girly try-on haul. Bye.